Ooh, thank you for tuning in today. We are going to be diving deep into Mondo's new Creature from the Black Lagoon 1/6 scale action figure. Now, according to Mondo, and I have looked around, I have not found one. This is the first 1/6 scale figure. Now, as you can see, we have this box. I haven't even taken the bag off of it yet. I'm just going to kind of flash around. We got the great logo, 1/6 scale collectible figure. And then, of course, we have all the different warnings and all the different languages here on the back. Now, this is not the variant. The variant is black and white. We got the color version. Very cool. But what I will say is, look at this artwork. I love that Mondo goes out of its way. They use their artists. And in this case, we have Jason Edmiston, who did the original poster here for this as a Mondo release. Now, there were only 275 of these bad boys made. So if you were able, of the poster, just the poster, so if you were able to get one of these Creature from the Black Lagoons, there's only 2,400 of these made. So it's a bigger shot at actually getting this artwork that right now, not the variant, but the original, and I have a picture of the variant, I'll put it up right here. Oh, isn't that awesome? Look at that pink and everything. Oh, it's just fantastic. Well, anyway, the original of the non-variant is selling for $400 right now on eBay. So I just looked it up. So that's of April 2021 if you're watching this. But let's get to the figure, because this is going to be big. It's going to be enormous to open. And this is actually our second Mondo review that we've done of one of their figures. Now, the first is He-Man, and that was fabulous. And Mondo was so nice. We did a Facebook Live of the review, and the sword broke, and they actually sent us a replacement sword, so the power sword. I mean, again, here, showing you this Universal. It's officially licensed. Creature from the Black Lagoon. We have the Universal Monsters logo here. So this... So there he is. That was actually, there is a magnet that holds this side on here. I should have remembered that from the He-Man. I'm just super excited and super nervous that I'm going to break this incredible work of art that is just the packaging alone. And we open this up. So if you're an out-of-the-box collector, you know, awesome. You're going to find out what this bad boy's like. If you're in the box collector, this is a great way to display it. You have the artwork, obviously, but then you're able to show it off and pull it off the shelf and go, look at this awesome Creature from the Black Lagoon that I have. This is from the 1958 film, if you have no idea, directed by Jack Arnold for Universal Studios. I mean, this is a classic. This is a classic, and it is the last, let's say, good original monster movie from the Universal set, the original. I mean, they made sequels and lots of sequels for Frankenstein and Dracula, but this was their attempt at something unique, and it paid off big time. And they were able to spin this into a 3D movie and make sequels and all kinds of crazy stuff. So we're opening it up here at the top, and I'm going to close this up, and we're going to slide this out. And the thing that I loved about the He-Man release was how intricate the packaging and all of it was. Now, you can't see it, but oh, the sniff test. Haven't done the sniff test in a while. All right, so these are the different heads. So each head represents a different incarnation of the character. Now, why I say that is because the creature was actually played by two different men. So we had an actor on land whose name was Ben Chapman. He played the monster on land, walking around. So all the walking shots, that was him. This is actually, according to the back of the package, the eyes indicate open mouth, head, underwater head. So you can see here we have yellow pupils. In the underwater head, we do not. So that would indicate that this is the underwater head. This underwater head, the actor in there was Rico Browning. Now, Rico Browning was a champion swimmer. And believe it or not, he is the last surviving Universal monster actor. And he's still out there. He still does convention and appearances. And as I'm going to brag, I got his autograph. A couple of years ago, I went to a thing called Blob Fest. And they actually paired Creature from the Black Lagoon with the Blob. Came out in the same year. This Universal Monster movie is black and white. The Blob is in color. Same year. But I got Rico to sign me this. And then I was fortunate enough to escort Rico into Blobfest a couple years later. We had a big line, and he's got a little Creature from the Black Lagoon shirt on. So I knew it was him, and I said, Rico, can I get you into the building? And he was like, yes, thank you, and took him right in. So we have this great plastic bubble here with a nice backdrop. Feels like all right. So as you can see, there were these very heavy-duty, hard plastic pieces back there. Just plastic ties that were holding everything together. So I'm almost ashamed that I didn't know that. I just felt as if, something like this is going to be shipped to you. It's not, I guess they still have to worry about people stealing them from comic book stores and such that actually order them. So now now the stand is taped in, so I don't want to rip the artwork because it is fabulous, as I had said. So the nice thing about Mondo is they always include a stand, and some of their figures really do need it and other ones don't. But I like the stand because it gives you the ability to really show it off, do it as an awesome collectible. And I always love that it has the Mondo logo. I mean, I'd like a Universal thing is cool, but hey, it's their brand. Put these on. And then this little guy here helped me hold everything up. So, now, I'll do a close-up here on the hand. So as you can see, we have a left hand here. Nice little ball joint, very stiff. And then here is the right hand. Really get I can hear the music in my head. The music they use for like every Universal like trailer after that fact, and like every horror movie is just fantastic score. Oh, those are cool. Okay, so we do have extra feet, and if you're wondering why there's an extra hand here, that means you haven't seen the movie. But this is the initial. This is the initial relic, the fossil that gets everybody jazzed up and say, oh, we found this fossil. We have no idea what it is. So this is like the indicator that brings everybody to light. I know that you can actually get, I don't know if it was Sideshow or Gentle Giant or somebody, but somebody once made this as an artifact that you could have like in your house, like on a bust and everything. It was really cool. Let's get the rest of it. So, from what I can gather, we have swimming hands, and we also have swimming feet. So these would be the swimming feet to give you that look of, he's floating in the air, floating in the water. So they're going to be like that. So this is what's cool about having the stand, is that we can actually use the stand to simulate that, like he could be swimming upward. You just don't need him to be the on-land Ben Chapman creature. He can actually be the Rico Browning swimming one, which is what I'm going to do because I actually met Rico Browning. So, bragging again, there I am. Now, this is the Rico Browning head. Let's give you a better idea of the details and the difference. So, as you can see, got an open mouth for the land walker, and then we have a closed mouth on the creature that's already there, and then we have this really awesome closed eyes. All right, so then we bring him in here. So, unfortunately, he's so tall that it's a little hard to actually work, actually kind of show him all to you in one shot. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to move my camera. So let's do some posability. Instant pose. So here's a standard Ben Chapman pose, just going for the creature himself, the focus. So as you can see, it's really lifelike. It's delicate in just looking at it, but when you touch it, it's very sturdy and very it feels very firm, as it should for a new figure right out of the box. And I bring that up because there are times where you can open something, take a figure right out of the box, and he's already loosey-goosey. And he's just everywhere, and it's just, eh. Now, unfortunately, I am on a bit of a there's a curvature to my light box here. But he's actually doing pretty good on the curvature, which is better than some. There he is again. Now, this is always my favorite and least favorite part, is when they have detachable parts. There we go. So we have a neck piece, which I didn't expect, which is nice. And now we are going to move him into the Rico Browning version. So the neck piece is actually, it's just an extra layer. So you see the gills here? It's an extra layer. See? It's pretty cool. I like that a lot, actually. That's a nice little, I mean, that's almost an under effect. So here we can see that, here you can see that underneath, this is all the neck joint. We'll change the hands out next. That came off pretty easy. There we go. Now let's say that if you do a comparison of the two hands, so our hand here is the one I just put on, is the water hand, and this is the on land hand. They say give it that swimming effect. As you can see, the webs aren't out as far, but this isn't painted as well as this one. So let's change this. So this just might be, turn it over. This one just might not have gotten through quality, or might have snuck through quality control. It's not nearly as detailed. It's not as scaly looking and as dirty as its brother. Now, this is the other underwater one here. And it's such a difference in the face of the eyes already. I mean, look at that difference. It's almost more ominous without the yellow pupils. I'm going to change the feet here, and then we're going to put him into a pose. So as you can see here on the ankle joint, we have an extra layer. And that is not, we have like an ankle cover. So you can't really see the joint, which is nice. See, but you can see it there if you really bend it. So if we switch to the wrong foot, if we switch to the swimming mode, let's see what happens here. There it goes. And I have to put that back on. So this is this foot. I just want to make sure that that's back in. But that's great. That hides the ball joint. So that's a nice touch. You don't see that on too many Marvel Legend figures, which sometimes they do. They've been doing it on the arm joints when they do bracelets or wristbands or web shooters or something. But you don't see it too much on the Marvel Legend, as much as you probably should. So I kept that one on. That is not the swimming foot. That is the swimming foot. And I got it backwards, so let's put that there. And as you can already see, and I'm just going to do like he's swimming. See the difference in the feet? Now, I do have, if you go to our website, I do have a gallery of all of this, official gallery from Mondo, to give you a better sense of this. But, like, if this is something you're going to put in a display case, and I'm just going to get my hand out of the shot. Look at that. It looks as if, like, he's swimming. I mean, look at that. That's the look that you want. Like, look at that. I'm trying to get my hands out of the shot. It looks like he's swimming. I mean, it's such a great detail. All these scales. I mean, look at this. The knees hidden by this. Fantastic. And then we have 1, 2, 3 more joints in the chest. And then let's do the back. So you can't see the zipper. But you really do get a better sense of, look at all these scales. I mean, this was all intricate. Intricate details put in here to really bring him to life. Now, this is going to be different, so this is going to be pinchy. I don't think now it's about as high as it goes. All right, I thought it may go higher. There are different stands, and I'm sure that you could probably get one more suited to your craziness of fandom, of how you would want him posed or floating or swimming. There's some people that just make stands. But now, let's bring the camera up a little bit. But that gives you a better sense of the creature and swimming. And he is on there. So, all in all, is he worth it? Absolutely. He is currently sold out on Mondo. He's $175 on Mondo. Big Bad Toy Store currently has them up as of April, first week of April 2021. And Entertainment Earth is pre-sold out, but that doesn't mean they might not get any more. So there are some other sites out there. If you pre-ordered it from a comic book shop or you've ordered it directly through Mondo, you've lucked out. The variant is always, tough to get. So good luck if you're a black and white Monster Mania, Universal Monster like fan, and you have to have it that way. I know that Diamond Select years ago did different versions of the classic monsters as their black and white incarnations, which was really cool. But I gotta say, I think I'm glad I have the green one, because if you're going to take color photos, you can always go to black and white. You can't go black and white to color in reverse. And we know that the creature was green, so that's what's great about this. I will keep him probably as the Rico Browning swimming creature, in his more, natural habitat in the Black Lagoon. But this is fabulous, and I'd like to thank Mondo for sending it. Absolutely love it. This is what collecting toys and being a Universal Monster fan are all about, is to have a collectible at this level. It not only displays your fandom, but it also kind of embraces your heart and your love for these characters and movies. So this is fantastic. Thank you, Mondo. Really appreciate it. This is Bob from Total Toy Recon. Thank you for tuning in, and please check out all our other reviews here on TotalToyRecon.com. Have a good one.